What's up, everybody? You're watching another AMA with Onrie. I'm your host, Onrie Kopen, and I don't know why, but you guys keep showing up for these things, so I figured I'll be here. And right now, before I start getting ready for Emerald City Comic Con, as you guys can see, we got a lot of books out here. You guys can slowly watch me lose my mind as I go through and package up all these books. Be sure to click on the link that I'm about to drop here for the Yisun Shin Kickstarter, which goes live next week, next Monday on Kickstarter. We're going to be doing a crowdfunding campaign for the for issues 1 through 10 of Yisun Shin. Now, I'm starting to realize we got a little bit of a problem here because issues 2, 3, and possibly 4 are going to need to go back to press soon, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get these printed up anytime soon. I'm really going to be depending quite heavily on this campaign to kind of see things through. And it's a challenging time to be in comics, that's for sure. But I'm confident that I'll see my way through it. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this a while now, and I think I'll be okay. All right, so let's get to it. Chris, what's up, man? Good to see you. I'm going to be checking the comments every little bit. That's how these AMAs work. If you guys have questions for me, you can let me know. I'm going to go off on a little bit of a diatribe, as I normally tend to do when I'm online and trying to keep you guys entertained. So I was thinking I'd talk to you guys today about C2E2 and what happened out there and kind of what my goals are now for Emerald City. So C2E2, this year was definitely my best at the show. It was really hard on Sunday, but in the end, it ended up working out really nicely. I sold out 15 minutes after the show floor closed. And I was thinking about it earlier, and I'm like, why didn't I just pack up and go? There was really no reason for me to stay. The reason why I did it is to prove to myself that I could do it. It's really just that simple. And I've been dealing with a lot of my own self-doubt for quite some time. And that's one of the things that they don't tell you when it comes to living your dream, is that it's going to be really hard. And there are going to be days when you're going to want to quit. And there's going to be days where you just feel like nothing you do is ever enough. And then there's going to be days that are rewarding, where you see the fruits of your labor paying off through more hard work. And that's essentially what C2E2 was about for me. I'm very fortunate that I was able to make a very decent profit at that show that not only helped me, but also helped the business out very much. And it set me up for the ability to do some cooler things. And I'm very fortunate about that. I'm very fortunate that I had that opportunity. Not a lot of people do. And for a long time, that actually kind of made me feel ashamed. Felt like I didn't deserve to be doing comics, because I wasn't making it on my own steam, kind of a thing. But, no one makes it on their own steam. Everybody gets help from somewhere. And, it takes a little time to get things going. You just got to keep at it. In comics, it's an industry that needs constant, a constant push. It's always on the brink of something happening. But let's check the comments here. Lou, what's up, man? Joe Hardy, what's up? Guys, have you guys clicked on the link above here to be notified for when we go live on Kickstarter? If you could do that, that would really be great. Windy Sun, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, Chris, thanks for dropping that link again. Appreciate it. So we're at 127 followers right now, last I checked, for our Kickstarter. I really, really would love to get to 200 before we launch. If I could have gotten to 300, that would have been great, but that's something that I now have to kind of just deal with. But, we have the rest of the week. I think we can get to 200. We're already like a quarter of the way there. or more than 50% of the way there. I'm going to say if we can get to 150, then we're 75% of the way there. So it'll be good. 5, 2. Yeah. So that was it. It was, I felt like for the last few months, I was in such a dark place. I can't even begin to tell you guys. Maybe you guys may have seen it through some of my live sales shows or not. But I was starting to feel like I had kind of run my course in comics and was kind of like up against the wall. And I felt like I had failed for a long time. I, had been at this and it felt like it was going nowhere. And suddenly I realized that wasn't the case. And then things changed dramatically. And now I found myself back on the front lines at C2E2, a show that was historically very difficult for me, very hard for me. And I think a lot of it had to do with mental blocks that I put in place for myself. We tend to do that. And I know I'm not the only creator who does that. There are times when you have a bad experience at a show and you just kind of don't know how to cope with it. And sometimes that bad experience translates to something that feels like it follows you. But the truth is it doesn't. There can be some years where you do really well at a show and some years where things don't go in your favor. But either way, it's not the show's fault and it's not your fault. What you have to do is make peace with the situation and let go of your expectations. Like who cares what happens? Maybe it's going to be a great show. Maybe it's not. In my case, I really needed this show to be good. And I knew that I wasn't going to be doing myself any favors if I went into it thinking to myself, man, this is a hard show and it's going to suck and I'm not going to do well. I saw another creator do this in San Diego, set himself up for failure. Turns out he didn't do that well in San Diego. Why do that? Why set yourself up for defeat before you even go into battle? And yeah, it was a hard show. Sunday was seriously one of the most unforgivably difficult days I've ever had in comics. It sucked. I didn't want to be there. I was exhausted. I twisted my ankle, which happens all the fucking time now when I go to conventions, like just from moving all these books around, setting up, running from point A to point B, getting excited, being just back in the swing of it. It's a lot of work, especially when you're doing it by yourself. Like I don't have any help, especially when I go to cons because it costs money. Someone's helping me out because they're gonna do a service for the book and they're gonna make more money for the book by actually being there. Then that's one thing because they're pulling their weight. If you're not pulling your weight and you're just standing behind the booth, that's not what I'm looking for. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, Emerald City Comic Con historically has been a really good show for me. In fact, it's one of my best shows of the year. And I expect this year to be no different. It's going to be a really good show. But there is a challenge that I now have to face and overcome, and it's the fact that masks are being reinstated at this show. This is very difficult because as a salesman, I have to be able to, people need to see my face. So it's going to be kind of tricky working around the whole mask thing again because people are also not going to hear me as they walk by, and it's just challenging. So I'm going to have to try and work it out somehow, and hopefully I'll be able to kind of navigate my way. I've done it before, MegaCon. I managed to do that, and everything worked out fine. I did really well at MegaCon. So I'm kind of setting those same expectations. I'm looking at this show the same way. What I'm packaging up right now is going to ultimately be 800 plus 800 plus 500. Is that 500? 800 plus 200, so 2,000 or 1,050. There's probably going to be about close to 1,200 books coming with me to Emerald City right now. 5, 6. That's what I'm packaging up. I'll check the comments in just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more step. Take care of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have done this earlier today. I didn't have time though. I've been working a lot on the Kickstarter and getting all that stuff in order so that this weekend I can kind of just take it. I could do all my work in front of the computer. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh. All right. All right. I'm going to check the comments right now. Yeah, Chuck, I'm very afraid. Thank you, Garcia. I appreciate you saying that. Edward, what's up, man? Yeah, it does need some Yusin posters on the wall. I agree. Purple Room needs a lot more done to it. I kind of keep this room clear of stuff because it's not really like a room I spend a lot of time in. I do right now, but I mean, most of the time it's just kind of like, this is also where I ship everyone's books too. And am I afraid that I'm not going to sell because I don't have my trusty editor Chuck Pino at my side? Chuck, you're going to be doing an even more important job while I'm out in Emerald City. So you're editing and you're going to be pushing the Kickstarter. My man. Yeah, Chuck was awesome. He was very helpful. He made the first sale on Saturday, sold a number of graphic novels for me, which was great because I had forgotten my phone in the car and couldn't run credit card transactions. Chuck just kind of got behind the helm and went and slung it and made it work. It was awesome. Chuck's my man. 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. I am losing my mind as I go through this stuff, but I don't know. I'm not losing my mind. I like doing this. It's kind of fun. You know, all the prep. It makes it worthwhile. You know, who wouldn't want to be in a position like this where you get to, lay out all your work. This is all stuff that, that I did. So it's, it feels good to, go over everything and, make sure I'm putting it all together as sets so it's easier for the customer. It's easier for me. That's essentially what I'm doing right now. How are you guys doing? Now I'm asking you guys questions. How's your day going? I started watching that Matt Damon movie where he's like the knight, and I'm having a hard time taking it seriously. Thou shalt not rapeth my wife. It's like it's hard for me to see Matt Damon with a British accent. I don't buy it. What's up, Victoria? How you doing? I have some kicking slides on Amazon. Yeah. Chip so hard I leave a puddle clumping. David Moore drips all over the water cooler. Drip, drip, drip. Drip it. Drip, drip, drip. Dripping it and dripping it and dripping it well. LL Cool J would be really proud of you. I don't know why I said LL Cool J would be really proud of you. You'd be like, yo, man, your water talk's beautiful, man. Mama say knock you out. I'm really just waiting for Tom Kelly to come out here and bitch about how boring this is, but it's okay. I got an assault plan for him if he shows up in here. That snake. He's a snake in the grass. That artist. Those artist types. You can't trust them. You can only. I don't trust them. I only trust them as far as I can throw them. All right. Making more space now. Taking it to the streets. Taking it to the streets. We like to party. We like party. I think that should be the song that David Moore constantly has in the background on his little cheap ass boombox. While he's having water cooler talk. I'm actually thinking about launching a show called Water Cooler Talk, starring David Moore. And since David Moore is too busy because he's rookie of the year at his new job, congratulations, by the way. I'm really proud of you, man. You inspire me. You inspire the hell out of me with your drive and your work ethic. So glad you're not a bitch. All right, let's see. In the comments, Ship, what's going on? Yes, this is Onrie having a manic episode. Yes. Whoa. There's a. What's up with this? That's horrible. I am just another manic. You guys are stuck with me. If I have to work, you guys are coming. And geez, how many of you guys are watching this right now? 12 freaking people in the room, and that's just on Facebook. You guys got nothing better to do. This isn't my fault. You guys are just watching me. Ah! How many Rob Lowe's would Rob Lowe rob? That was a low blow, Kyle. So what's on everybody's pull list this week? I'll tell you what's on my pull list this week. Polka. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really have anything on my pull list this week, but I did watch Prey on Monday, and it was freaking awesome. So good. And now I'm watching Sandman, by the way. I'm about 2 episodes in now. And it's like a lot of like, oh, this guy's British and he's like the king of dreams and like he's gonna like bring back the dreams and it's all brilliant. None of these stupid American people could ever fathom to come up with such brilliant ideas like Neil effing Gaiman. Ah! No, a stupid American people write books about Korean admirals, okay? Shut up, everybody. If I was British, I'd make a book about something a lot smarter. No, but the show is really good, though. I mean, it just makes me feel dumb every time I'm watching it because I'm like, whoa, this is like really deep. And I'm like not capable of like creating anything like Neil Gaiman can. Nobody can do what Neil Gaiman can. He really is the GOAT. And the show is like perfectly cast too. I mean, at least like, Dream, Morpheus, whatever, And the episodes are really cool, and what's going on is pretty trippy. It's almost like, why didn't this show exist like years ago? It's really good stuff. Well, I'm dreaming. I'm naked for like the first episode. So like, if you like naked British guys, this is your show. Naked British guys in a little glass egg. And I mean, like, where's the cure when you need him? Like, I'm just waiting for that shit to happen. You killed my raven. Every night I love, every night I scream your name. You just, the Cure. You gotta have how can you not? How can you have a Sandman show and not have the Cure show up? Warline British. Dexter, the master we is in the house. Yeah, see, everybody would rather watch me package up books than do anything else. This is your Wednesday night prime time. And since we got so many people in the room, guys, please, if you haven't yet, please, I'm being serious. Please hit that link for the Kickstarter. I'm going to put it up there. Just scroll up if you can, or if someone wants to drop that link, that would be awesome. This is the link right here. Just click to be notified for when we go live on Kickstarter. That is so important for me right now. That's actually why I'm doing this. I'm doing this so I can multitask. You do Dallas multitask. And so I can tell you about the Cure, who really, that's my biggest criticism of Sandman. There's no Cure music? You out of your mind? It's the Cure. I love you. I want to destroy kisses. That's me doing a Cure song. How do you guys like that? I'm here because I love you. I love you too, Victoria. You may have finally lost it. And nothing else happening. Are we real, or are you guys just in my head? Well, look, guys, the Cure really should be in the Sandman. Like, they should just show up at some point. Like, anytime you see him, Seriously. You got to have Just Like Heaven playing. This is a great song, by the way. I'm a big fan of the Cure. I used to listen to them when I was a single guy in college. And crying. And then I kicked girls out on dates and I'd be crying while I was off and too, and I'd make the faces. Every time I listen to the Cure, I cry. You caught me. You pay for the dinner tip, please. And if they didn't want to be for it, just call them Ted Tab. I call my Ted Tab. There should be a new app. The Ted Tab. Seriously, this should be the Sandman subject. Don't even try and fight me on it either. Show me how you do it. Everybody's fun. I'm in a glass cage of emotions. Burn and fire every episode. Oh, you guys could barely hear me? Damn it. Now, I just went on a whole tirade about the Cure. Oh, Anakin, no. You guys couldn't hear any of that? Yeah, see, Dexter loves the Cure. This is why I love working with Dexter. Dexter, you complete me, dude. You are the man. Be careful about playing that. They'll throttle you for playing licensed music. Well, you know what? I don't care. They can come over here and help me sell all these books or package up all these books. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm working, guys. I'm just hanging out here. That's all I'm doing. And now you guys can barely hear me. Thanks, Chuck, for letting me know. See, that's how I know Chuck Pino is a great editor, because he is not afraid to call it as he sees it. If I'm listening to music, you guys can't hear it, he's going to come in there and say, you're too loud with the music. Yes. Well, here's what happens. Every single time we do an AMA, there's going to be a period where I have an episode and I start crying. Because I just think about the Cure and it makes me cry. It's like a long time coming. Oh, Anakin, no. Well, you see, that's not what Sandman is, though. There's a whole different type of crying. British men, they don't cry, they sob, you son of a bitch. They sob, you S-O-B. S-O-B! And remember, you guys are watching me right now, not me watching you guys. This is some of the most non-entertaining programming out there. You guys could be watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Instead, you're watching who's trying to be a comic book thousandaire. Look who's trying to make a buck in comics. I don't know, where are my scissors? Scissor me timbers. Where are my scissors? There they are. Ah! Donald or canceled. Challenge accepted. Oh, absolutely, Edward. It's both. That's awesome. I'm glad. I really am glad. If you guys weren't watching this, I wouldn't be doing it. But I love that you guys are here, and this gives us some time to spend extra time together. I can cry to you about all my stupid first world problems. So this all works out perfectly for everybody. Like, it's such a hard show to watch because, like, the British is so much more talented than the American people. Like, a British person, when they do something, like, talented, it's, like, really, really good. But, like, when an American does it, it's like, it's like, stupid because American people are stupid. That's how I feel when I'm watching Sandman. Then I watch Prey and I'm like, damn! You know, Prey is about my ex-girlfriend. And I'm not the Predator in that movie. Actually, the Predator in Prey was freaking awesome. I really liked that about the movie. That movie was fucking kick-ass. And by the way, guys, Dexter just finished the Warline banner for like what we're going to see at conventions. And Chuck, we got to get him working. Chuck is reading over the Warline 2 script now, so Chuck will have Dexter working very soon on that. And then after that, we're going to start moving forward with the Eat campaign. And I have written some parts of the 11th issue of East Shin, but this battle that's going to take place in this issue, it's one of the only battles that East Shin, it was not considered a loss, but it wasn't considered a massive victory either. He had very minimal losses, but there were losses in this battle, and it wasn't his fault. It was actually the Chinese who kind of caused the problems. And it's a really difficult. It's going to be a really difficult issue to put together, mainly because it's setting up for everything that's going to happen in the final book too. You know. Show me how you do it. Show me how you cry. Show me how you cried, man. It's the cure. The only thing missing from Sandman is some Cure action. Any Quasar for sale tonight? No. Look who's trying to make table. If I was trying to make table, I'd just bring some Cure music out. I'd be like, that guy is like so golf. He listens to the Cure. There's nothing more golf than the Cure. Tell me how you do it. Tell me how you cry. But then there's the British Matt Damon movie. Thou shalt not rapeth my wife. If you shall rapeth my wife, I shall cut off your head. You know, like that's like different British. Like that. That's like hardcore British. Thou maiden, I would like to sup upon suckling pig this fine noon. So I might sup on suckling pig. What is it? The Last Duel? I can't watch that movie with a straight face. There's also another movie called Kagemusha. It's done by Akira Kurosawa. I could not watch that movie with a straight face because in my head, I'm thinking that they're talking about pie the entire time in Japanese. Like I just watch it without the subtitles, and like people walk into the room and they'll be like, I'll just start narrating for them, and they'll be like, "Today is a nice day for pie. I'd love to have cherry pie. Well, I don't want cherry pie. I want rhubarb pie." And like, I just gotta go. I let my imagination kind of take the story along. But I can't finish more than 15 minutes of Kagemusha. Everybody's like, "Well, it's the most brilliant movie ever, Onrie. You're an idiot. You don't appreciate good movies." And you know what I say to that? Thou shalt not pass. Thou shalt not tell me what rapage is all about. Apparently, it's based on a true story, too. Didn't know that. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I just don't buy Matt Damon as like, you know, a high Englishman, you know, like. I like Adam Driver, though. He's pretty good at playing a divorced guy, too. Hi, I'm Adam Driver, and I'm divorced. Pretty soon I'm going to do like a cologne commercial and like run with horses. That's Adam Driver. Yes. I would come for your AMA. Yeah, this is what a badass trip looks like. The coconuts migrate. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Yes, this is what a badass trip looks like. This is what happens when you're smelling the ink of all these books. They're all hot off the press. Look, I'll be honest with you guys. I've never worked a day in my life. Well, I did work a day. I worked for 10 years and it sucked. Now I don't work anymore. I'm a retired man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Almost done with issues 1 through 4. That's always the challenging part of this. Show me how you do this. Show me the next episode of Sandman, so I can cry. What are you guys all thinking about it? I'm sitting here making fun of it, but you guys aren't telling me your thoughts. What's bloody brilliant, Onrie? What do you expect, you idiot? You stupid American idiot. Guano bowls, collect them all. Oh my God. This is really exhausting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 more. Got that third stack. We're getting there. Show me how you do this. Oh, don't be British. British. And the truth is, I'm just jealous of Neil Gaiman because I'll never be as effing cool as he is. He's always going to be cooler and smarter and better and harder to be better at writing at. Because he's British. He was just born with it in his blood. He's got the blood of Shakespeare in his veins. And I have the blood of Tolstoy in Karl Marx running through my veins. Punch Mama! All right, hold on. I'm going to check out the comments in just a second here. See you guys making fun of me. And I just want to say in advance, you all need to shut up and stop making fun of me. Shut up! Don't make fun of me! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, down to that last stack. That will be 800 comics on the table once I'm done. How did this happen, man? Issue 3 is like just gone. Ugh. I'm down to 2 boxes of issue 3. Jeez, how did that happen? And you say it's a good problem, but it really isn't because honestly, what I'm trying to go to Kickstarter for is just to cover the cost of reprinting Warrior and Defender 1 and Hunter and Destroyer 2. So I now need to go back to press on issues 3 and 4 and 2, 3, and 4. That's like easily probably close to a $10,000 job. Show me how you do this. And I got to find a printer who will print the books for me too, because Avenue 4, who printed, our newest version of issue 1, they won't print anything with nudity in it. So there's a lot of boobies in my book. 5, 6, 7, and there's butt cheeks in there too. Everybody likes butt cheeks. Show me how you do this. Show me all those butt cheeks. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 more. And that is it. Show me. Oh, wait, here's a set here. Done. All right. Yeah, this is going to be an issue for sure. I'm going to have to figure out how to get more copies of books. Normally a good problem to have, just not right now. So this Kickstarter is going to be really important, and it's only going to cover certain things. It's, this is not going to really go. No, I didn't sell that Boy Slab yet. Boy Slab is still there. Cool. Victoria, I'm responding to you. Edward. I'm reading your comments. I'm just catching up on them. Yeah, no, I agree with you about Sandman. It is kind of a slow burn for me too. So I just kind of take it in. I go between that and that other movie. Oh, someone's going to tell me I'm making a fool of myself on Facebook right now. Let's see. Hang on just a second. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Nope, no one's telling me I'm doing that. I have you guys there to tell me I'm making a fool of myself. Show me how you do this. All right. Yeah, Emerald City Comic Con. That's a big show. That's one of my biggest shows of the year. one of the first shows that I tried to do the 1500 comic book battle at, and I actually did complete it in 2019. But since COVID happened, things are changing. I was going to do the 1500 comic book battle again. Unfortunately, as a result of what's going on with this mask mandate, I have to kind of be a little bit more conservative. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to bring a lot of books to sell. This is just me anticipating that it's going to take until Sunday afternoon because the mask issue is going to hurt my sales. And not in the way that you would expect. It's also going to hurt attendance. There are going to be people who don't want to wear their masks who are just not going to go to the show. So I understand why they're doing it. I'm not going to do the show as a result of them putting that in place because I have money in on it. But regardless, it's not going to make the show very easy, and that's something that sucks. But it's also not the worst situation in the world. There could be a lot worse. And we got exclusives coming, so I'm really excited about that. Heroes and Villains printed up our newest cover, so for Hunter and Destroyer #2. So we got that. Those books will come here tomorrow. That's when they're set to arrive by the end of the day. So that'll be great to have those books, which will be available for sale only at Emerald City Comic Con. That'll be our first exclusive cover that we ever do. Okay. It's 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shabby, how you do this? Three, 4. 7, 8, 9. Well, the good news is I still have inventory in certain parts of the country, which is good, that I have access to. So basically, what I might do right now is my main goal is to finance Hunter and Destroyer 2. That's the most important thing, is to get the new issue out there and to get it out there as quickly as possible. Now, reprinting the other books, that is something that's going to happen more sooner rather than later. But if I can kind of go through what inventory I have in other parts of in other cities and stuff, I can buy myself some time, which is really kind of what I need to do. I should be able to do that if I'm smart. I got to play it very smart. I want to do a lot of these other shows. Another thing is I really need to get I need to find a printer that can give me a good turnaround time, and that can actually deliver. All right, hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm just going to the other room. Yeah, the scavenger hunt went really great. Everybody really enjoyed that. That was fantastic. Yeah, the scavenger hunt was perfect. It was great. A lot of people had a good time. I got a lot of great feedback for it. Creators were making more sales. People had more fun. That's mission accomplished in my book. I'm very happy with the way it worked out. And I saw a lot of residual sales from it too. When we work together, we win together. That's my whole thing. And all these creators are like making fun of me the whole time. They don't appreciate the brilliance of a stupid American. Oh man. If I ever meet Neil Gaiman in person, I'm going to tell him that. I'm sorry I'm such a stupid American. Such a stupid, uneducated buffoon. Sorry, I didn't appreciate a naked man on a first episode for 50 minutes showing his wang. Everybody wang chug tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I did like that first episode. I'm not like Edward. I didn't find it to be boring. I found it to be quite fascinating. Anyway, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I think the British people are as brilliant as brilliant as the American people. And he's like, you got like a comics free pass if you're British. Tell Neil you didn't. I didn't like it. No, I did like it. It's not that bad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really just kidding. I did like it. I'm just being an asshole. I'm not yelling. I'm being passionate. Little passion will go a long way. See, I'm not yelling now, Kyle. Now I'm being very quiet. Quiet as a bed. Oh my God. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right. Lots of Fallen Avenger books too, by the way. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, another thing I can do now is I can actually leverage a little bit. Maybe it makes sense for me to actually bring a little bit less Warrior and Defender, a little bit more Fallen Avenger. Something to think about. Especially considering that I need to conserve some of these books here. So rather than bringing 800 copies of Warrior and Defender, I might double up now. So it's actually something for me to do right here and now. At the end, it'll be the same amount of monies, so that's a good thing. And the second thing that this will do is it'll allow me to kind of burn through that inventory just a little bit slower. That was a strategy that I started implementing earlier when I went through reprints. And keep in mind, a lot of these Eastern Shin books have seen multiple printings, all of them, as a matter of fact. So that's something that I think gives independent comics an edge when it's the creators focusing on their own books. They're kind of like the head of how things turn out. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. You don't have to necessarily rely on the publisher to be your only method of sales. 6, 8, 10. That's the beauty of Kickstarter too. And I might go back to Kickstarter for another Eastern Shin campaign if I need to. I don't want to just keep going back to the well all the time. But then again, it's such a different platform. And if I do go back, I'm going to offer stuff that I haven't offered before. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, that's 40. And that is going to be 52, 4, 6, 8, 10. Do the same thing here. Just going through all these. I'm just going through all these books just to make sure everything's okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's not like I'm reading them or anything. Oh, good. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Edward. All right, let's see where we're at right now. We're at 129. can we hit 130 by the time this broadcast is over? That would be awesome. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here's the thing that's great about the notification button. Doesn't mean you gotta back the campaign. It just means you're going to be notified once we go live. After that, if you could just simply share out the campaign, if you're not in a position to back it, that's cool. That's okay, because you're not going to be charged until the campaign is done with. And if I don't fund, then you don't get charged anything. But that's not going to happen. We are going to fund. And if we can go over it and really, really knock it out of the park, that would be awesome. But again, my focus for this particular campaign is going to be more for just getting Yisun Shin books, the newest Yisun Shin book printed. It's not even about getting these other books that drastically need to go back to press. It's not about them. And if we hit our stretch goals, that would be great. Then we can do that. But I'm already kind of seeing, even with how hard it is to get people to just simply hit that notification button, that this is going to be a challenge to get people to back the campaign. It always is. So, and it's not, for as great as I am at conventions, I'm going to just call it as I see it. Tell you guys the truth. Kickstarter's tough. It's a very tough platform. Or at least it has been in the past. I don't know what to expect now. Everybody says it's a different ball game, and it's very different. It operates a lot differently now, and I'm sure it does. But I don't know, and I can't know until I get out there and really see what's going on. And what's actually kind of nice about this, I gotta say, is that now I'm going to bring even more copies. This is actually going to help leverage a lot for me by mixing up my inventory. This is something for you guys to pay attention to, anybody who's a comic book creator. See, like, if I would have stuck to my guns and brought more Warrior Defender 1 through 4, I'd be shooting myself in the foot right now, because then I won't have enough copies for... Now I've just bought myself maybe 3 or 4 more conventions without having to worry about running out of books. That is, that's what this is all about. So after that, I'm going to have to kind of slow down the amount of copies of Warrior and Defender I bring, and now really start maximizing the amount of Fallen Avenger and Hunter and Destroyer I bring, which is good because we got a new issue coming out. So first issues will be available, and people can still get the trades. We still got plenty of hardbacks in stock, but eventually those are going to go out of print too. And I'm going to need to reprint those as well. So I don't know when exactly. I probably maybe have like a year or two before I have to worry about this. But nevertheless, it's a good problem to have when you're running out of stuff to print, but not in times where you don't know where you're going to be able to get stuff printed again. That's the biggest challenge that I'm facing right now. And a lot of publishers are too. We're all talking about it. We're like, what companies can get us what we need? I don't know many companies in the US that can really do hardbound books. And the publisher I used in South Korea for the Fallen Avenger graphic novel, they're out of business now, which sucks. They were based out of South Korea. And I kind of like that, having a book that was printed out of there. You don't owe me any other work stuff. What work stuff do you owe me? You don't owe me anything. I owe you now. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to get to work on the other stuff. Don't worry. I'm good for it. I promise you. But as far as work stuff goes, Kyle, we're set, man. We're set up, me mate. And just so you know, if you're still watching this, I feel very sorry for you, except for Kyle. He's just watching and monitoring the psychological break. Oh, you did. You sent me a QR code. You know, speaking of the scavenger hunts, I would love to be able to do one. I just don't have the time right now to put it together for Emerald City. So I'm going to put a lot more energy into possibly getting one done and ready for New York Comic Con. That would be really awesome. We'll see what happens. 2, 4, 6, 8. So now we're changing up the load for the show. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're taking 600 copies of Warrior and Defender and 1,000 copies of Fallen Avenger 1 through 4. 80 graphic novels for the the trades, and then I'm going to be bringing another 40 copies of Marks with me very soon, and then we're going to bring 100 Hunter and Destroyer number 1s. We're going to have the exclusive Hunter and Destroyer 2 cover available at the show, which is that'll be the first time we're selling the book. So I got a lot writing on that book, and if it doesn't sell out at the convention, which I would be highly shocked if it didn't, because I think I've got a really good deal in place for it. So those exclusives are going to be gone, and I need them to be gone because the money I recuperate from them is going to be very vital for everything I'm doing going forward. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, that's all right. There you go. 50 Fallen Avengers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Show me how you do this. 4, 6, 8, 10. No. Yeah, that's totally fine. You can use my pictures to promote whatever you need, Edward. I know you're gonna help out, man. It's all good, bro. It's okay, guy. Freaking time is it anyway? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 30. Eight. Two, 4, 6, 8. So that is 100 copies each of Fallen Avenger 1, 2, and 3. Now I got to bust out a big box of number 4s. All right. This is fun. Just kidding, it's not. Two, 4, 5. And 5. That's 10. Popping in, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know that you guys have nothing better to do than to just watch me work, which is a lot of fun. You're a comic book writer? What do you do all day? Nothing. I just, do nothing all day. So that at night I could do more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 4, 5. Okay, that is 25 more. 8:15 mine time. He's not Kojak. My dad is fucking J.K. Simmons. He's the teacher in Whiplash. Andrew Neiman. We got a squeaker in the house. Andrew Neiman. J.K. Simmons is the man. J. Jonah Jameson in the Spidey movies. He's the only person who could play J.K. Simmons. And Commissioner Gordon. I mean, that's a big miscast right there. He is not Commissioner Gordon. I don't care how beefed up he got. Now, is he the insurance sales guy? Absolutely. All right, that's 50 Fallen Avenger. We got the back 50 to take care of. Stack them up top. Cause I'm in love with you. And I really like it here. It's so many praise and everybody thinking you're so cool. Oh. Good morning, Vietnam. And I'm in love with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 on a bed from the gonorrhea I got. God, that was funny. That was good. It's a crying like every night so I can keep track of inventory, Edward. That's why I do it. It's if I just take out, like when I'm building out sets, it's one thing, but also the boxes I'm using to ship these out, just it allows me to just track inventory easier. That's really why I do this. It is not a stupid question. What I'm doing is probably stupid, but it's the system I use, and it's, I figured I got to make the best use of my time. That's why I do these AMAs. It's, really just to connect with you guys a little bit more and kind of let you guys know what's going on in my head as I'm going through convention preparations. And I used to do a show called Onward with Onrie, which is free on YouTube. And I'd actually like bring a camera with me to conventions and kind of narrate and do like a 10-minute segment. But those episodes took a long time to put together. And I was approaching 100 episodes, which was pretty cool. But it was something I was doing as of 2018, 2017 even. And I was really enjoying it. I really like doing Onward with Onrie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe that's what this AMA is. Excuse me. Didn't sneeze on the book, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Prices are not marked down. No, money back. All right. Let's see here. Now I need to bring 100 copies of Hunter and Destroyer #1 with me. Wishing for my only friend. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Looking for my only friend. I don't have any friends. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'll tell you what, this doesn't drive me nuts. You know what would drive me nuts if I was sitting in front of a cubicle all day? That would drive me nuts. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 4, 6, 7. 5. Okay. It's one stack there. 3, 6, and 10. So now when I throw these in boxes, I know what's in the box. So yeah, 6. And it's easier to sort them, put them together, and have quicker access to them. So that when I go to a convention, I don't want to waste any time. I like every second on the show floor counts. So I'm not gonna have time to kind of sit stuff down. So I number each box. I put it under the table so that it's in order. When I need to restock on something, I know exactly which box to pull from. Now, all the graphic novels are going to end up on top of the table anyway from the start, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. But the Fallen Avenger books, there's going to be an extra box of those. There's going to be 2 extra boxes of the Warrior and Defenders, and I just want to know what is. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Plus, I also got to know how much I'm bringing with me. Because some of these boxes have 100 books in them. Some of them have 200 books in them. 8, 9, 10. It's not that much of a difference. It's more like one might have 150 and the other one might have 160. It just depends on how they packaged it. 6, 8. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right. That is the first 9 issues of Eccc Shin. And now I just got to bust out another box of Mark's books. We are down to the last 3 boxes of Mark's books. Mark's is all but done almost, which is really amazing. I'm really, really glad to see that happen with this book. I don't know what I'm going to do once this sells out. Haven't really had much luck finding a publisher for it. But we'll see what happens. I think with Warline on the horizon, I'm probably going to focus more on that right now, but eventually I'll bring Mark's back. Once we find some place for Mark's to go. And it might require some light touching up. I don't know. This new print. This current print. It's a real cold dream. Every night I'm mad. We're 5. It's 5. So it's 30. And 2, 4, 6. And would you guys believe it? I haven't eaten anything today or drank coffee either. This is me on absolutely nothing all day, which is fine. I am good. All right. So I'm going to take a picture real quick. Show you guys how many books we have on the table here. So that is 600. It's This should be a good show. I have a lot of faith in Emerald City. But I'm wondering now, should I double down and bring more graphic novels? Let's look and see what I did last year. In a second here, I might add more books. See what I did at Emerald City. Up. Give me just a second here, folks. Not that it really matters. You guys are watching me prepare for like work and do boring stuff. Okay. What was my haul? I actually have no idea what my haul was. But it doesn't look like a light one. It never is, though. So here's the question now. Do I add another 20 graphic novels? Adding another 20 graphic novels could make a huge difference for me. And I really want the show to be quite profitable. So I'm going to do it. Because worst thing that happens is if it doesn't work out and I don't sell it, I can just ship stuff back. Yes, I am doing the EXP show tomorrow night. All right, hang on. I'll be right back. I'm adding more books. This is the haul here. Need 7 more Warrior and Defender trades. I'll be right back. Just need to go and stake those out real quick. Then it'll be time to box up shit. Hang on just a sec, guys. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got one. Need one more. Be right back. And I'll show you guys what we got going in the hall. Now, if I was smart, what I would have done is I would have played the Eastern Shin trailer for you guys, but alas, I was not. All right. So now we are in business. Yeah. This is going to be a pretty epic show for sure. So I'll take the picture right now. $600 copies of issues 1 through 4, 100 graphic novels. That's 700. 500, no, 100, 200, 300, 400. So there's 400 more of that. So there's 600 plus 400, that's 1,000, plus another 100, plus 100, plus 40. So we'll have 1,240 books plus the other books that I'll have from the exclusives. So there's going to be 1,340 books going with me to Emerald City Comic Con. Oh, really? Let me see. I didn't see that. I can actually go back. So who was the guy who didn't get his books? I'm trying to scroll up and see who didn't get their books. Let's see. Really? I didn't see anybody on here complain. It was in the middle of my acid trip. I didn't see it. I was tripping. I was having my acid trip. I did not trip on acid, by the way. I don't do that. I don't see any comments here. Who the hell cares? No, I'm just kidding. If that person is watching or wants to know, just message me privately. Don't call me out in public. Just, I'm not going to see your comments anyway. And I will take care of your order. If I owe you something, I will take care of it. That's my job. So, oh, you were joking. Oh, okay, thank God. Phil Pergusa. It was Phil Pergusa. No, Phil Pergusa is always getting this stuff. But if I ever owe anybody anything, I always take care of that. That's something that's that I don't mess with. All right, now it's time to put all these books back into their boxes. Well, they're going to go in different boxes, but we should probably start back there. And why do I do this, Eric? Because it's a great use of time. It's very productive use of time to go through this over and over and over again. You spin me right round, baby, right round. All right. Maybe they'll fit. Will they fit? Can they fit? Will they fit? Possibly. Where nothing can possibly go wrong. Yeah, damn it. They won't all fit in there. You know what will fit in there though is those Hunter and Destroyer books. So those books keep going. This is a box for 100 books. Now is the box. Now you guys get to see me box up books, which is even less fun than watching me display them out. And I didn't show you the pick of all the books displayed out, but I love doing that. That's one of the things that I like to do to promote my shows. Here, I'll show you guys the pick. 1,340 books coming with me to Emerald City. Right there. I'm going to sell every single one of those books. I joined an acid trip, man. Acid's not good, man. Acid is like really bad for you. Only pendejos use acid, man. I really am anti-drug, guys. Drugs are really bad for you because the government says so. When the government tells me things, I listen. I listen because the government is great, and I'm just a not good guy. All right, HD1. So you see, this box was originally full of Fallen Avenger books. There was 100 Fallen Avenger books in here. Now there's 100 Hunter and Destroyer #1 books. Okie dokie. I get Toki. All right, now we need to find a big box, a box that's big enough to fit all these Marx books in. And maybe, just maybe, it could be this box. And if that's the case, then we are good. And we are good. Awesome. So now I can put a bunch of Marx books in there. 2, 4, 6. There we go. You know who I made fun of the best at C2E2 was Dan Doherty. I called him a sissy wiener because he really is a sissy wiener. He's a big weenie. There we go. Marks all set to go. This is all making my job easier so that tomorrow I can just throw these boxes on a skid and then ship them out. And I got to figure out where they're going still because my hotel that I'm staying in out there, which is super stupid expensive. I wish I didn't have to stay at such an expensive hotel, but things in Seattle have gotten rather expensive. So I'm kind of in a situation where I don't really have much of a choice. And I literally have to find out where I can ship my boxes to in a place where I'm not going to be charged so much. So I'm probably going to ship directly to the facility of the shipper that is taking my books, which is about like 30 to 40 minutes outside of Seattle. It really is just such a shit situation. I hate it. But it's really kind of what's the best route to go because otherwise, why would I pay $175 just to have the hotel receive my stuff? That's like, it's such bullshit too, because I'm going to take everything out of there the same day. By the time those books arrive, I will have them out of there, you know? But unfortunately, there's really nothing I can do about that. And, you know, they're very sort of intent on doing things a particular way with that hotel. Just another way to make money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. So this is a Warrior Defender 1 box. It's now a Fallen Avenger 4 box. We're going streaking! Come on, everybody, we're going streaking! I recently rewatched that. You guys remember old school? You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. It was hilarious. Oh, I hate when this happens. When books drip out. I hate that. There we go. Fallen Avenger 2 and 3 are in here. FedEx really screwed me over last year. I actually did use FedEx, and they ended up losing my package. And the only reason why I was able to find them was because of the fact that I was just very insistent on finding my freaking order. But yeah, I will never use FedEx ever again. This I vow. They're a bunch of bastards. I use R&L carriers, which I don't know how much better they are, but they never lost a package, so that's a good start. Not losing packages is a great way to retain my business. Not losing my shit is a great way to make me a happy customer. All right. All right. This box. Use this. Two graphic novels in here. This is a question. Nope. So this is not a good box. Hang on, I need to get a good box. Need to get two good boxes. So hang on. I'm going to actually put a trailer on for you guys. Since this is getting so utterly entertaining.
어떤 아버지도 그의 아들보다 오래 살 소이다. 나의 맹렬한 조국에 살해당했다. 살해당했다. 사무라이가 내 나라를 점령하겠다. 그들은 내 집을 보고했다. 그리고 이제 그들은 죽을 것이다. 나의 눈 알복수들 할 것이다. 나의 눈 그들의 피로 상과 강을 도로뱉을 것이다. 살고자 하면 죽을 것이요 죽고자 하면 살 것이니
bet you guys weren't expecting that. Meow, 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 meow. You guys need to see the Warline trailer again, the cat one. I'll air that in a minute. Because I need to go back and get more boxes. Wow, this is so entertaining, Onrie. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. I do it for you guys. Now sit back and shut up while I pack up books. There's that guy who was not happy that he didn't get all his drugs. I mean, his comics for me, man. All right. This box should work for number 1 through 4. Should work. Two. Yep, works. 3. 4. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. All right, this should work too. This box should work too. All right. Never underutilize your resources. Use everything to your max capacity. That includes toilet paper. All right, we're almost done with this AMA, which has been great, by the way. I really appreciate you guys all tuning in. I know it could be kind of boring watching me sit here and work. While you guys sit at your comfort and suckle upon suckling pig. So I picked out a really nice collection for my show for tomorrow on the Eccc. It's going to be a really good show. I got a lot of cool single issue books, a lot of good cheap deals and stuff. It's going to be a good show. 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central, and 10 p.m. Eastern. That's when you guys can catch me tomorrow on the Experience. And as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to have to go out and take care of stuff for the EXP's mailer. I'm responsible for their email change, so I have to work on that tonight. And then I got more Kickstarter stuff to do. Actually, tomorrow I'm getting lettering training so that I can letter Warline. Sean McCardle is going to be spending the day teaching me the tricks of the trade. And for those of you guys who don't know Sean McCardle, he's a really, really great comic book creator. Really one of my favorites in the indie scene. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very talented guy, and He had a lot to do with helping me get Hunter and Destroyer 2 done. Really good guy. Okay. Almost done here. All right, 2 more boxes, and these books are ready to go. I'll be right back. And in the meantime, you guys can watch the Borderline trailer. What'd you guys all think of the Warline trailer for anybody who hasn't seen it already for the 3,000th effing time? I'm really freaking proud of that book. That is the most daring project that I have done since I dared to do another man's dad. I dared another man's dad. With Warline. I dared to kill a king's dad. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, last box, and we are off for Emerald City Comic Con 2022. This is going to be a big year for the show. Lots of challenges, lots to overcome. Not exactly the 1,500 comic book battle, but not far off either. There's a lot of books I need to sell this weekend. It's quite a haul. I'm a little bit daunted by it, but I have a feeling I'll make it work. I have faith in myself, and I have faith in all you guys, and I think we're going to have a really great show out there, and it's going to be a good time. All right. All right, there we go. So that is all of these books are boxed up and ready to go. And that brings our AMA to a close. Thank you so much for bearing with me for these last few hours. Have a great night, everybody. Take care. Thank you for watching this AMA, and